Finilia today. Finilia, and then Fanny will help to record the entire training.
How long for the training today?
Probably around 40 to 1 hour, 40 minutes to 1 hour.
Okay.
So, Fee, you can take over.
Okay.
All right. So hi, good morning. Just like my colleague say, so today I'll be leading the training. So let me share my screen first. So everyone can view my screen right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think we can start right away. So first, this is the view that your user will be seeing. But in order for you to maintain or to amend anything on the website, you will require another link or another credentials. So you can just key in and log in. And then they will bring you straight to this login page where I think Srijan or Ronnie will be providing you the credentials for your end. So just log in. And after login, this is the first thing that you'll be seeing, which is the dashboard itself or backend. That's what we call. So first thing first, what we need to do is we have to go back to the front end or the home page itself. So to navigate that is easy. Just hover your mouse to Asten UT and click on visit site. So the first thing you'll see is the same website that you have seen all the time, but to differentiate it from if it's logged in or not is this black top bar. As you can see here, we have the SWT, Flatsum, customized, and all. So if you see this, it means that you are already logged in.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Give me
sure.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Sure, no worries.
Okay, can.
Okay.
All right, okay, then let's continue. Just like I mentioned earlier, so to differentiate if you are logged in into the website or not is this black dot bar. So for this front end, we're going to focus on a few details today. So first thing first, we're going to focus on the customization. So to have the access to the customization is you go to this on the top bar here, customize, click on it, and that will bring you straight to this setting where you can customize your design. But for today, we're going to focus on two things, which is header and style. So we're going to start with style. So for style, there are two settings of features that you can focus on, which is colors and typography. So let's start with colors. As you can see here, your colors, your main primary colors are these shades, and you have secondary. So for primary colors, it's basically the main colors of the wordings or the buttons that you have on your website. So for secondary, it's basically the secondary color lah. So to change the color is very easy. All you need to do is just click on this select colors, and you can see this drop down menu for the colors, and you can just click and the color will change, as you can see from this portion. So for example, if you want to change it to something like blue, you can see here the color, the font color for this portion has changed. You can see if you put purple, pink, it will change to pink as well. So that is the main color, primary color. So there's another way for you to change the color is by changing the color code. For example, you have a specific color that you want. So you can see here there's a few numbers, hashtag and alphabet. This is what people call as color code. So to have a specific color code, you can Google it. So make example, you want a mint green color So this is the first thing that you will see. The first color code is the color code that you would want. So you just copy this and then press it on this portion, and you can see here it changed right away. All right. So that is the second way to get the color. And another way is for you to have an extension on your browser. So what we use is usually called as color pick eyedropper. Click on the extension and you can see here any color that you point your mouse at, they will give you the color code that you want. So maybe you want your color to be matching with this banner. So you can just click over here and then this color code will appear. So what you need to do, copy the color code and then paste it just like earlier. And you can see here, they changed right away as well. Same goes with secondary color. Secondary color is mostly for your button here. So for example, if you change it to something blue, and you can see here has changed right away. All of the changes will be done automatically for your website. All right. So this is how you change your color. And to save your amendment there are two ways. First is either to click publish. So once you click publish means that all of the changes will be reflected right away on your live website. Or if you want to save draft or if you want to schedule, just click on this small gear button and then this action portion will come up. So like earlier, we have publish or save draft. Save draft is where maybe you done the amendment, but you're not sure if you would want to have the amendment right away or not. So you can just click save draft. And then once you click save draft, a link will be auto-generate here where you can copy and share with your colleagues or partners. And then they can view the draft first before you can proceed with the publish. And then we have another one again for schedule. So for schedule is quite unique because you can set the time and date where you want the amendment to be reflected. For example, if we will choose February 1st, which is tomorrow, and then maybe we're going to put 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, all of the amendment will be reflected. But if you put the time to be this afternoon, then it will only be reflected by this afternoon. So yeah, any question for the colors? Okay, I take that as a no. Then I'll be proceeding to the next one, which is typography. So typography is the font of the website itself. So as you can see here, we have two types of typography, which is headlines and best. So headline is the section title of every content of your website. As you can see here, this is the headlines, while best is the body text of your content. As you can see here, the one I'm highlighting is the body text. So how do you change the font is by clicking on this font family. So click on the font family and you can see there's a lot of font that you can play around with. Let's choose one. And you can see here, once you click, it will be reflected right away on the review portion. And then maybe you can play with other font as well. Let's see, okay, this one. See, it will be reflected right away. So next will be the variant. So variant is not the size of the font, it's actually the thickness of the font. So the bigger the number of the one that's stated here is actually the thicker the font will be. For example, right now it's on the regular size. So if you put on 900, you can see here the font will be thicker than previously. Or if you put 900 italic, then your font will change it to italic mode. Right, for example, you put 500, it will become thinner again. Same goes with best text font, because this one, you can just click on the font family. For example, I'm going to choose this one. Some font, they do not have any variant, so you do not need to worry about that. If you do not see any options of variant down there, means that the variant is fixed. So you can just play around with all of this font and see which one that you would like for. And then once you're happy with your amendment, then you just click on either publish, save draft, or schedule, and then you can just save everything over here. All right. Any questions for font or typography? Okay, I think that should be enough from your end. Then I'll be moving on to header. So for header is actually the most top portions of the website. So for your portion, we're gonna use top bar and main bar only. So to access to header is you can just click header here, and it will bring you straight to the setting features. So first thing first, I'm gonna go for the logo here. So maybe in the future you would want to change your logo. Just click on the logo and then the setting will come up. So how do you want to change the logo? It's easy. Just click on the select image, and then this media library pop-up will appear. And there are two ways for you to upload your media. First is for you to upload it from your local drive or your laptop or your PC, or you can also select from any of the existing media that you have in the website. For example, we're going to choose this one. Click on the select, and you can see it will be reflected right away. Again, for you to save this is for you to either click on the publish, save drive, or schedule. That is for the logo. And then next we're gonna have the account here. So maybe you don't want the account for this button, account, wish list, and cart to be in this order. You would want to reposition it. All you need to do is just click on the buttons that you want to reposition, click it, and then just drag it on the position that you want, release, and you can see here it has been amended right away. Again, just click, drag it to the position that you want, release, and you can see it will be reshuffled again. All right. Other than that, there are a few of other features on the Note in Use that you can use. For example, maybe you would want a checkout button or content. You can just click here and release on the portion that you want. Click, and you can see, for example, you would want a contact, and you can see it has been added right away over here. All right, so that is how, if you do not want to use it, just click it, put it on the Not in Use portion, release, and you can see it has been replaced right away. Again, after all of this amendment, you can either publish it, save draft, or schedule it. That is for the header. And for you to amend on the menu and button, for the button, you just click on, when you scroll over here, you can see it says button 1. So you just click on the button 1 here, and it will bring you to the setting portion. And you can change the word, the title of the button here, or remove this link and I replace it with a new link. So you can just copy any link that you want. For example, you want to use this link. Copy the link, press it with a new link that you want. All right, and then for this portion, colors, this is where we're going back to the one that we have learned earlier. So either you can put it as primary colors or secondary colors or success or alert. All right, and then you can change the style, become outline, underline, shades, bevel, and all. You can just play along, and the size as well here. So after all of this amend, again, you can either publish it, save draft, or schedule it. That is for the button. And for the main menu itself, you have to go to the backend. So to access to the backend again, you can just go back to the home page, and then scroll over here and go to dashboard and look for appearance. Hover your mouse appearance and you can see menus. And it will bring you straight to this menu list. So for you to add a new menu is go to the custom link, copy the URL that you would want, for the page that you want. And then for the link text is the title of the menu. For example, I'm going to put test 1. Click add to menu, and it will be automatically added to the test under contact button through a contact menu. So click on the save menu. So to view the amendment, from now, it doesn't have any test 1. So you just click on refresh button. And as you can see, it has been updated just like this, just like the one that we have on the list here. So maybe you don't want this test 1 to be at the end. You want it to be between services and products. So to achieve this is you click on the test 1 and you drag it between services and products, release it, click on the save menu, and for now it doesn't have any amendment. So click on the refresh, and you can see that it is actually have been repositioned to the new position here. So maybe test 1 page is actually a sub page. You can achieve this by click it and drag it inside, release, and you can see that it has the sub item words here. So click on save menu, click refresh, and you can see that under services, there's actually a new page which is test 1. So that is how you achieve the test 1. Achieve the sub pages for the menu itself. Any question for menu? I think if there is no answer, I assume there will be a yes from your end. So to remove the text, the header itself is just click here and click remove, click save menu, and just refresh on this side, and it will be gone right away. So that is for header menu. So next portion would be the footer. So footer will be the most bottom part of the website. As you scroll down and you can see this portion. So this is what we call as the footer. So you can just click edit. You just hover your mouse here and you can see this edit block new footer. So what you need to do is just click UX Builder. And it will bring you straight to the footer setting. Again, so for footer itself, they have 3 elements, which is image, words, and button. So for you to change any image is easy, just like the one I teach you for logo. Click on the logo here, and you can see this portion. So to change the image itself, just click on the change media. And then again, this portion will come up. So you can either upload it from your local drive, or you can just select from any of the images that you have on Media Library. For example, you would want to change it to something like this. Use this image and it will be reflected right away. So what you need to do is that you have to click apply and you have to click update. Only then it will be reflected on the left side itself. So remember, you have to click on apply and update, then it will be reflected right away. So for example, we're going to make a review here. And then next we have the text. For this text is quite tricky because it's actually a hyperlink text. So to achieve this is you click on this text and open text editor, and you can see a list of the pages. So to change the link itself, you can just highlight the text that you want, go to edit, and then edit the link of the page that you want to replace. For example, maybe you don't want the home to be linked to home, you want it to link to contact us. So you can just copy link from contact, press it like this, and then click on the apply. Same goes to the rest of the pages. You can just click edit and apply. So maybe you have a new what do you call this, a new page that you want to add under this list. You can just copy this and then you can put test1. So to link it, you highlight the word, go to insert link, and then copy the link of the pages that you want it to be navigate to, paste and apply. As you can see here, it has been reflected right away. So that is for the hyperlink text. And for a usual text, you can just click on the text that you want. For example, like this, you can just replace it with any words that you want. For example, you can change it to explore more. Click OK, click apply, click updated. All right. So if you have any amendment that you don't want it to be reflected right away, you can just click on the undo until it is back to default. All right. Next portion will be another one, text. For the text, just like earlier, we can just click on the text itself, click text editor, replace the text to any of the new text that you want, and then click apply, click update. All right. And then next we have buttons. For buttons, it has the same just like I teach you earlier for the customization, just that for this one, you need to focus or you need to be very cautious on the link because you have to click on the link itself. For example, like this, that you do not have any link for this. So I'm not sure where this appointment is supposed to be directed to, but maybe if you want it to be reflected to this contact page, we can just put the link over here. And then for the target itself, you want it to be open in the same window or the new window. And then click apply, click updated. So to replace the appointment/inquiries title, you can just go to the text here. Maybe you can change it to book now, and then just click apply, click updated, and then it will be amended right away. So that is for footer. Any question regarding footer for now? All right, I guess there is no from your end. And now we're going to focus more on the content itself. So just like footer and in the header itself, for content there are three important elements, which is text, button, and images. So for example, like this, we have text, button, and images. Again, you have text, button, and images. Again, here we have images, buttons, and text. So how do you want to amend this content? It's very easy. You can go to the top bar here, hover your mouse to edit page, and go to edit with your Explorer. And it will bring you straight to the settings. So to edit any text, just click on the text that you want to amend, and it will bring you to this text setting. And then click on the text, open text editor, and then you can just amend it from here. Maybe let's give it a try about Asten beauty. After do all of the amendment, click OK, click apply, click update. And then for you to change for any of same goes to the body text as well, just click on the text that you would want, and then you can just amend the content that you want here. And then click OK, click apply, click update. That is how you edit the existing, existing text. For you to add a new text is, for example, you want another paragraph here, but in a different box. So you just hover your mouse and you can see this plus button. Click on the plus button, and then you can just search for text. Click on the text, and you can choose either paragraph, lead graph, paragraph with headlines, or any other features that you have here for text. So if you want to have a paragraph, you just click paragraph here, click apply, and then it will be added right away. So first thing first, you're going to see this double text. You can just remove it from here. and you can just type the new paragraph contents that you want. And you click OK, and you can see it has been reflected here. So again, after you do this amendment, remember to click Apply, click Update. So that is for the text. Let me remove this. To remove the section of the text that you want to remove is easy. You just hover your mouse there. You can see the small button. Click, and you can see Delete. Click Delete, and then click Update. So everything will be removed from the live site itself. So for button, it has the same feature just like on the footer itself. You can just click on the button that you would want to amend, and you can see the word text here. So that is the button name. So you can change it to maybe explore more. And then again, remember the link. So for button, always remember the title of the button and also the link. These two are the most important one for buttons. And then you can just replace the link over here, click apply. So that is for updating the existing button. To add a new button, maybe you would want another one button here. So you can just click, plus, type button on this add content. And you can see another one has been added here. So you can play around and you can see if they have different features or design settings. So maybe if you want this one, you just click apply and then edit it. Maybe you can put contact us. And then for the color itself, it brings back the customization that I have did you guys. You can choose either primary or secondary. And then for style, maybe you can change it to simple. Simple will be something like this, or underline, or you're gonna have maybe gonna put default for now. And then next will be the link. Just copy the link that you want this new button to be navigated to, and then click apply, click update. Right? That is for buttons. And for image itself, is again very easy. So let's use this image. For image box, you can just click on the image that you would want to replace. So click on the images here, and the image box will appear here. Click on the change media, and the media upload pop-up will appear again. So again, you can either upload it from your local drive, or you can just choose from your media library, the one that you have uploaded previously. So maybe you want to change it to this. Just click this item, and you can see that it has been replaced right away. So for this image box, it is actually linked to another page. So what you can do is that you can just click here and link it to another page, for any page that you want. For this one, is actually linked to a pop maker, where I'm going to teach you later how to link it to a pop maker. So for example, like this spa facial, you can look at a pop maker here and look for a spa facial. So here you can see that it's actually a pop make 785. You can just copy it and paste it over here. Or maybe you want to change it to something different. You can just copy the rest other pop make class ID here and just replace it. Once you replace it, it will appear a different pop-ups on the website itself. So maybe you want to add another new one. All you need to do is just click here and click duplicate. And then you can just drag it down here. As you can see, they have created another one. So what you need to do is you can just change media to any of the new images that you would want. And then change the text here to this one. And then again, click on the image box. Check on the class or the pop make, which number 785. Maybe you want it to become 8 to 5, so you can just copy, make 8 to 5, change the class, click apply, click that, and as you can see, you can view here. Once you click on the test one, it will bring you to this new pop-up. Right, that is how you amend this section. And then other than that, we also have video. For video itself, if you want to replace the video on this portion, you just click here and you can just replace it on the video URL. So you can just go to any video link that you want it to be linked. For example, for this one is actually under YouTube. So you can just copy the link from the YouTube and replace it over here and click apply and click save. And again, for this portion, just click on the text, click text of editor and just amend the content here. Click OK, click apply and click save. So that is for the text. Same goes to the banner here. You can just click on the text banner here. If you want it to be different on the banner background here, just click on the change media. Click on any new banner that you want. And then you can see that it's actually been replaced on this portion. But because it's actually, what do you call this? It's the color itself is different. So you can see and just here. And then once you do everything, replace all of this text, this button, you just click apply, click update, and it will be reflected right away on your live site. So any questions for content right at the moment? Okay, if there's no question on content, then I'll be proceeding on the next portion, which is WooCommerce. So WooCommerce is actually a settings where your online store have it's actually a settings and to track your orders from your online store. So what you need to do is just click on the WooCommerce here. So we have a few settings that we're going to go, which is orders, settings, and reports. So what we need to do, we can just go for settings first. So for general, it's basically your general settings or general informations of your website, of your online store. So maybe in the future you have changed your address for your store. You can just change it over here. And then you can change the city also and the country itself. And we have general option. For general option itself, you can set it, maybe you are ready to sell it to other country. So you can click to sell to all country means it opens for all of the country in the world. Or if you only want it to be sold in Singapore, you can just put sell to specific countries, and you can see here it's already tagged Singapore. So maybe you in the future you want to sell to Singapore and Malaysia and Indonesia only. So you can just click here and type Malaysia and then type Indonesia. So once you click here, that means that it's open for these three countries. All right, that is for sales specific. And then for shipping location, is you can set it to ship to all the countries you sell to. For example, like right now, you're selling it only to Singapore, means that you can only ship it to Singapore only. So if you would add Malaysia just like earlier, means that you can ship it to Malaysia and Singapore only. And other than that, we have currency. So if for right now you have SGD, so maybe in the future you want to change it to USD, you can just type United and you can see United States dollar, just change over here and then click on the save changes. So that is how you change the currency. Next would be the payment. So for payment setting, you have two, which is direct bank transfer and Stripe. So for direct bank transfer, if you want to change any of the account detail, click on manage. And you can see the account details have been provided here. So you can just change the details here. Or if you want to add a new one, you can just click add new, add all of the account details. And then you can also need to replace the account details here as well. So for example, your new number will be, for example, 12345. Then you have to change here as well 12345. Same goes with your UEN. You can have to change it if you have any amendment. And then to have this QR code, you can replace it by go to the media itself here. And then maybe you have a new QR code. I have uploaded a new QR code. So you need to copy the URL and then replace it over here. Replace it over here. And then after you do all of the amendment on this portion, you have to also do the amendment on this instruction details as well. After you do all of the amendment, click Save Changes, and it will be reflected right away to your checkout page. Other than that, we also have emails. So for emails itself is actually a setting where all of the order notification will be going to. So for now, you can see here, it's actually listed to info@Asten Beauty, sales at Beauty, and there are a few other emails over here. So to add a new email or to remove an email, you just go to Manage, and then you can see this new order portion. So to add a new one, you can just go to the end, just click comma. You can just start the new email and click Save Changes. Remember, to add a new one, you have to key in the comma first, then the new email. So to remove it, you can just remove it, delete it, changes, and it will be back to default email. Same goes with the cancel order. You can just click Manage, add a new email by separate it with a comma, and then click Save Changes. So that is for settings. Any question for settings so far? All right, if there's no question for settings, I'll be moving on to orders. So for orders, as you can see, orders is where you can track all of the details that you have, that your customer that already have a confirmed order with your end. So to check the details itself, you can just click on the customer name, and they will bring you straight to their purchase details. So a few points that you need to see on orders order is the status itself. And for the status here, you have to click completed in order for your report to generate, for the data to be generated to reports. So to check this, you have to make sure that the customer have made the payment, since you have two payment settings, which is direct pay transfer and also pay now, and credit card Stripe. As you can see here, for Stripe, you have to check with the Stripe itself or the credit card company that if the payment has been done or not for your end. And then you have to click on completed after you deal with all of the delivery, and or you have the client have purchased, your client have clear with the purchases, and then after that an invoice will be generated to your client itself, the client email. So to click on the invoice to see any of the purchase order details, you can just click on the PDF invoice here, and you can see this is the invoice that your client will be seeing and generated by the system. So after you change this completed, you need to click updated, and then only then it will be generated to here, which is reports. So report is where you can see all of the sales or any of the numbers of product that you have been doing. Sorry, the number of sales that you have met the last 7 days, months, or year. So for the time being, since your portion have any completed orders, so there is no sales at the moment here. But if you're clear with the orders that your clients have done here, all you need to do, you can just go to the status here, click completed. Then the numbers from this portion will be for this graph will be different. It will be auto generate. So other than that, you can also click on the export CSV, where you can export this graph and you can share it to your colleagues and to your partners to see how's the sales. And it's also good for your marketing, where you can look which product you can boost up for sales in the next months. So that is for reports. Any question for WooCommerce at the moment? I guess there is no. So I will proceed to the next one, which is product. So product is where you can see a list of products that you have on your website. To access this, just click on products. And you can see here all of the list of products that you have will be listed over here. So how do you want to create a new product in the future? You can just go to add new and it will bring you to this option. So first thing first, you have to key in the product's name. And then for this portion is the longer descriptions of the product. So we can product long description. And then as you scroll down, you will see product short description. So you can just key in product short description. You can either key in only the short description or only the long description or both, because you can view it. For example, let me click Chef Draft, and you can see from the review here, from the preview here, and this is how it's going to look like. This is the short description, and this is the longer description. So you can either key in just the short description or just the long description or both. Right? So next portion will be the image, the prices. So to go prices, you can see the product data here. Just key in the prices that you want for your product. For example, for this test product, we're going to put $100. And for sales price is actually the promotional price that you have for your product. So maybe the promotional site price is $80. And the next important thing is you have to have schedule. So just set the time, the date that you have for your promotional duration. For example, we're going to start from today until this Friday, 3rd February, and then go over here, click on the Save Draft, click Preview, and you can see we have added the prices, which is the original price is $100, and the sales or the promotional price is $80. So that is how you add the prices. Other than that, you can also check on the inventory, where you can key in the SKU or the serial number here, and you can update the stock status, like is it the item in stock or out of stock or on a back order, right? And other than that, you can also click on the product categories here. So maybe you want the item that this test product is actually under existing category. You can just click on any of the existing category here, or if it's actually under a new category, just click on this add new category, key in the category name, and then add new category. And other than that, you can also upload the image, where for product image is actually the thumbnail or the main featured image. So it is only limited to one image. of the product. So for example, we're going to use this one. So set product, you can see here, self draft, click preview, and you can see the product has been updated. It has the images, they have the category, it also has the sales button over here. Sorry, the sales sticker over here. So next, maybe you want to have more images for the product itself. Just click on the product gallery, and here you can add numbers of product images. For example, you want this one and this one and this one. Click add to gallery, and you can see there are 4 additional images have been selected. So click on the save draft, click preview, and once you click on the next, you can see there are various images that have been added for your product itself. So once you're happy with all of these settings, what you need to do is just click publish, and it will be published right away under the category of mask, and it will also be listed in the product list. So that is how you create a test product. So if you want to remove this test product itself, you can just click on the move to trash, and it will be auto generate and move to trash right away. Another way for you to create a product is maybe you want to have you do not want to touch any of the setting, but you still want to have the same product setting itself. You can just hover your mouse here and click on any of the product that you would want, and click duplicate, and all of the product settings will be duplicated. So what you need to do, you can just replace the name of the item here, and then replace the descriptions, update the price here, replace the images for description, and replace the product gallery, and click publish. That is all for product. So any question for products?
Not at the moment. I guess I'll try it out first.
Sure, no worries. Just take your time for that. And okay, if there's no questions, then I'm going to move forward to the last portion of the training, which is user. So for user, it's basically a list of users that can have access to your website. So click on user, and for this user, maybe you want to have another admin, another colleague to handle the website for you. So click on the add new, get a colleague's email. For example, you know, put the username as test1 and get your colleague's email. We can test1@gmail.com, and then we can just copy this password, because this password is actually auto-generated by the system itself. So for you to keep the credential, you have to copy the password, or you just need to screenshot this portion. And then the next one is role. For role, we have 3 roles that is very crucial for your website. One is administrator. So for administrator is actually the master access to all of the website itself, that can edit from the front end to the back end and do any of the product page itself. Next, we have the shop manager. So for shop manager, they can only have access for your online store or product page. And then we have the editor, where editor can only edit from the front end itself. Remember, you can only have administrator, editor, and shop manager. Other than that, they have other administrator, but that is actually a crucial part where I'm not even also very well versed about it, but for now, it's only administrator, shop manager, and editor. So after you click on the administrator, for example, click on the add new user, and then your colleague will have the access just with the email that you have, with the password you have given to them. So yeah, that is all for user. Any question for user? think that is now from your end. And that is the end for my training. I'm passing you guys back to Ronnie. Ronnie?
Okay, so thank you very much, Fee. And if no further question from Leaf and Anne, do allow us a few working days to process the video, and then I will send the video link to the salesperson, which is the Sweden, and then he will pass it back to you together with the credential of the website also.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I believe we can dismiss for now.